Howdy, folks. Rebecca Jolly here from Jolly Alchemy with another transit report for us today. Yay! Today's report is for Tuesday, the 12th of August, 2025. It's the cross of explanation in the third quarter. So, we've moved into the second line, and so we have Gate 4, Line 2, and Gate 49, Line 2. Gate 4, Line 2 is forgiveness. Now, we're still inside youthful folly, which is this gate right here coming up out of the mind towards the crown. It is tolerance through recognizing that not everyone can understand. So, when they say forgiveness, it's a certain kind of forgiveness. Yeah, it's a forgiveness for not getting it. And there's plenty of us who don't get it, so that's a good thing to think on and hold for a minute. 49-2 is exploring. Now 49 is the gate of revolution. That's this one that I have in orange here because it's unconscious in my system, coming out of the emotional center towards the root chakra. To explore all possibilities before attempting revolution. And it's got an up arrow on it, so that end of the spectrum is the wisdom to exhaust every possible peaceful avenue for change. If this is not possible, planning the revolution in detail, right? The second line of every gate is about being natural, having some aspect of genius, but not really understanding internally what that genius might be. So that's what we've got going there with the energy of revolution. So it's forgiveness and exploring all avenues for resolution before starting a revolution or a real change that, face it, we need a lot of changes in the world right now. So there is a need for revolution, but there's a lot of different ways to do revolution. Not every revolution has to be bloody, and that's, of course, why I'm sitting here sharing this information, so that we can do the revolution the peaceful way this time, which is by upgrading the state of our consciousness. So the moon starts off in 36-2. That is support. Now, the gate 36 is coming out of the emotion center, and it's on this side, coming up towards the throat. This is the manifesting channel of experience, or the jack of all trades. And 36 is crisis and also compassion, because you understand others in crisis, and that's really where this is. Support, the imaginative assistance to others in times of crisis. So that's a nice energy for us to be feeling for a little bit today. It'll be just a few hours, and then when the moon is done with going through all the gates of the 36 hexagram, it will go through 25, which is innocence, coming out of the G center, so innocent love and healing. We also have, of course, 2 activations of that currently happening on the global scheme. So what will happen today is babies that are born at a certain time of the day will have the possibility of having not 1, not 2, but 3 activations of Gate 25, Line 4, about healing. Let me look up exactly what that line was. I can't believe I didn't do it here. But it's been a while since we looked at it on the global scene, so it will be a little while back here before I can see it. Let me see. Just give me a sec here. I'll find it. 25-4. Maintaining the nature of true innocence, the rose in the garbage dump. So, interesting little tidbit there for that. And then when the moon is finished going through 25, it will head into 17. 17 is the gate of, which side is it on here? Right here, the gate of opinions. And for me, of course, that makes a connection. But for most of us, it's just the 17th gate there. Something to look at in terms of having an opinion, forming an opinion, saying, I think about something rather than I know or I believe, which is what happens in these other channels that are coming down from the mind to the throat. So that's the moon. Yay! Today, Mercury finally makes a start in leaving retrograde behind. So it'll take a while for it to slow down and get all the way back into its regular forward motion. So we will see still some more retrograde out of Mercury. But for today, it's moving forward again. This is a definite shifting point. So it's still in 31.1, but the arrow has come off of it. So I thought I would read it to you again. 31.1 is selectivity, enhancing influence through selectivity, which is choosing proper allies, not selectivity like exclusivity. And it is, of course, this gate here, or this channel here, and the 31 is the alpha. So it's definitely a leadership, an aspect of leadership that we just went through in those leadership gates when we were doing that with that cross. Our Venus energy is moving, well, the reading starts at 39.5, but I looked at that yesterday, which was single-mindedness, the ability not to overcome but bypass obstacles. Remember, this 39th gate is the gate of provocation. So it's about how these revolutionary changes are actually made. And in this case, it's really very much how we address obstacles. And this is, of course, a little bit of an uncomfortable energy. And we've been going through line by line how, what are the different ways of dealing with that. And in today's transit, we come to the most evolved state of it, 39, line 6, and that is the troubleshooter, the natural gift for solving problems practically. Now, again, all 6 lines, they're done worrying about it. They've just incorporated it into their bodies and are naturally doing it. So let me take that back. The highest form of actually provoking is in line 5. And that was in a little bit of the morning today. Depending on where you're on the planet, you might still be feeling it. But that is single-mindedness, the ability not to overcome but to bypass obstacles. And then it'll be moving into 39, line 6, which is, as I said, this troubleshooter. So we've definitely got that energy going on, and that brings me to today's song, which is Forgiveness by Alanis Morissette. And I thought, she's kind of provocative in her music, I wonder. So I looked her up. She does not have the gate of provocation in her design. That doesn't mean she can't be provocative, but it means that she's not carrying constant support for provocation in her body. What she does have is an activation of the 55th gate. So this is running down the middle of these 3 channels between the emotional center and the root. And what happens to us is when we have one gate, what we will feel in our bodies is the desire to complete that connection. So we try to become the other side of the channel, so become what we are not. So a lot of people who have the 55th gate activation, and that is abundance is the name of the gate. So it's very abundant in feelings, emotions, very high, very low, a very large range of feelings. These are glass half empty, glass half full kind of people. They will try to live out that provocation and be provocative. And I think that's what we're seeing there with Alanis. Not my favorite song, but it is a good song to describe the energies of today's forgiveness for not understanding and starting to gear up towards a revolution because the necessary changes have not been made, and especially in that song because it's about the Catholic Church and blah blah. So there you go. Then our Mars energy today. Now again, these are all people energies coming from the Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. We'll feel these energies in the people around us more than directly, but who knows? Give it a try, see what you feel. That Mars energy is 46.6, so this is the 6th line, bringing it into the body. 46th gate is coming out of the G center. It's the gate of the love of the body and of serendipity, being in the right place at the right time. This line 6, is integrity, to reject restrictions. So restrictions on the body, on the self, on discovering new things. So See how that feels. See if you get something out of that. So we don't have any actual connections being made within the transit itself today. It's just gate activations. But we do have, as I said, a possibility for feeling 3 activations of 25 line 4. That's the gate of innocence and innocent healing. And we have Mercury having left retrograde. It will definitely be going back in before it's all the way done, but it's kind of going, so it is moving forward, but it will step back into retrograde occasionally on its way to a full unencumbered forward movement. So we can look forward to that. All right, that's it for Tuesday. Take care of yourselves. I will see you again tomorrow, and we will do another transit. Until then, take care. Ciao.